What's going on YouTube? It's Brazen back here with another video for you guys. If you guys are enjoying the content, if you guys want to hit a like down below, subscribe if you guys are new here, and leave a comment letting me know you subscribe so I can welcome you to the family. And that being said, cue intro. What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Madden video for you guys. Here today we're going to be going over the wide receiver rookie ratings that they gave us. So what I think they're going to do is give us all these ratings until Friday, July 17th, where they'll come out with everyone's ratings. I know there has been some leaks, with like Lamar Jackson's, McCaffrey's, the 99 Club, and everything like that. But I'm going to go over the wide receivers for now. I'll show you guys the statistics on them for the rookies, like I said. So let's go ahead and get into it. Once again, I'm not going to go through the whole list. If we were to scroll down, there's going to be a ton of receivers all the way down to the second page, all the way down to 855 Malcolm Perry. Obviously, right now we don't really care about them. If they have a really good rookie year or a couple good games, maybe they'll go up in overall. But right now we're going to focus on some of the top ones. So I'm going to pull down the list. We can pretty much see all the way down to Bryan Edwards. Not that we really care about anyone really under Jalen Reagor. Those are really the five that we care about the most, but I will be looking at some of the other ones. T. Higgins is one that just comes to mind, but he is only 87 speed, so he's probably not going to be that useful early in the year, definitely. But we see Henry Ruggs up here, 98 speed, 97 excel, 87 agility, 83 catching, 73 carrying. CeeDee Lamb's got 90 speed, 90 excel, 90 agility, 76 awareness, 84 catching, and then 74 carrying. Jerry Jeudy, 91 speed, 93 excel, 93 agility, 76 awareness, 81 catching, 75 carrying. So his catching is a little bit lower than the other two. We got Justin Jefferson, 91 speed, 90 excel, 89 agility, 83 catching, 74 carrying. Pretty basic, same thing. Jalen Reagor does have 93 speed, so he's a little bit faster than the other ones besides Ruggs. 92 excel, 94 agility, 79 catching though, and 69 carrying. So his catching and carrying definitely takes a little bit of a hit there. Next page, this is just run blocking, pass blocking, tackle, break, tackle. None of this really matters besides return and jumping. Really, I guess trucking, but none of them are going to have trucking because they're all wide receivers. But jumping, we can see Ruggs got 94, Lamb 86, Jeudy 84, Jefferson 89, Reagor 94. And then kick return, once again, it doesn't really matter. You can see CeeDee's at 80, Ruggs is at 78, 81 for Reagor. Jefferson and Jeudy aren't really returners, but, it doesn't really matter because you could always put them back there if you wanted to. In Madden, it doesn't necessarily matter. Next up, change of direction rating. So this is the new one that we're talking about. I know we talked about it with quarterbacks. I think with receivers and running backs, it's going to make a lot more of a difference. It's going to be a bigger, thing in my opinion. So we see Ruggs got 88 right here. CeeDee's got 89, Jeudy 90, 89 for Jefferson, and then 91 for Jalen Reagor. So I'm interested to see what that means. Is there going to be like a threshold at 90 that some of these players are missing out on? Or is it going to be not too big of a difference? But either way, they all have pretty good change of direction. Their ball carrier vision, we got Ruggs with an 83, Lamb with an 87, Jeudy with an 86, 84 for Jefferson, and then Reagor's got 86, which once again, if you're using them, ball carrier vision doesn't necessarily matter that much. At least that's from what we know. Maybe it's different this year. Stiff arm, Ruggs has no stiff arm. He's straight speed. CeeDee's got 80 stiff arm, Jeudy 76, Justin Jefferson 75, 61 for Reagor. So pretty much the two fastest, which are Ruggs and Reagor, don't have any stiff arm, but they have the other three that are a little bit slower do. Spin move, Ruggs got a 75, CeeDee 82, Jeudy 80, and then right here 79 for Justin Jefferson, and then 80 for Reagor. Once again, all within 5-6 points, something around there. Ruggs once again doesn't have the best, but he has 98 speed, so give and take, right? Right here, Juke as well, 82 for Ruggs, 86 for CeeDee, 91 for Jeudy, 85 for Jefferson, and then 84 for Reagor. So Jeudy only won over 90. Rest of them pretty much in the 80s, right around 2 or 3 different. And I would say Jerry Jeudy overall, because he has the 90 change of direction, he still has a pretty good stiff arm and a good spin move. I would say he's probably the best after catch. CD maybe next, balanced wise, but Rieger is going to be really fast. Ruggs isn't really that great after catch from what we can see, but he's obviously just going to be so fast. So he's going to remind me of someone that you just put over top on streaks and let him run by people, but you're not going to really, unless you can wiggle stick with them, you're not really going to be using juke moves and spins with him. Next up, we got lead block, break, sack, under pressure, power move, finesse, block, shed, pursuit, play rec, man, and zone. So we're just going to skip the page because we don't need it, obviously. Next up, we got spec, catch and traffic, short, medium, deep, hit power we don't need, press, release is important, and then accuracies don't matter, but release is important, as well as the catching stats. So we will go ahead and read those out, go over them, things like that. So Ruggs right here has 82 spec, 79 catch and traffic with a 76, 76, 80. CD's got an 84, 80 catch and traffic, 77 short, 78 medium, 77 deep. 81 spec for Judy with a 78 catch and traffic, 80 short, 79 medium, 78 deep. Justin Jefferson does have an 84 spec with an 83 catch and traffic, 78 short, 77 medium, 76 deep. Jalen Rieger, 83 spec, 80 catching, 76 short, route running, medium 74, and then 78 deep. So Ruggs is obviously, like we've said before, you're not going to really want to catch in traffic or go over the middle. You're going to want to go deep with him. So he's got 80 deep route running, which is the best out of these top receivers, as well as he's the fastest, obviously. We look at someone like CeeDee Lamb and Justin Jefferson, the two with the highest spec catches and the highest catching, along with Jalen Rieger. Those are people you're probably going to be putting over the middle a little bit more, just based off of their team. Their route running is pretty balanced pretty much all around. Jalen Rieger is pretty much the only one that's a little bit lower. Jerry Jeudy's more of a short route runner. CD is the best mid, even though his short and deep are pretty much right there. Although Jeudy does have better mid route running than CeeDee Lamb. So it looks like Jeudy does have a little bit more route running, but a little bit less catching than CD. So it kind of depends on what you want there. Justin Jefferson has less route running than them, but better catching as well. And then Jalen Rieger actually has decent catching. We see he's better catching than someone like Jerry Jeudy, and he's going to be faster. So it's kind of interesting. His route running is going to be bad comparatively, but he is going to be faster. So that is pretty interesting. And then we can see this is pretty much just quarterback rating, so it doesn't actually matter. We will go back to the first page and kind of go over who I think are the best for what you would want. So in my opinion, Ruggs would probably be the best out of this group. Yes, he is the highest overall, but I think more than anything, he does have crazy speed, which is super important. Their catching are pretty much all the same. Judy's catching is a little low. CD and Jefferson's got a little bit higher than them. I guess Jefferson's the same as Ruggs. But I would say Ruggs number one just because of his speed. But I would say Justin Jefferson's actually a pretty good receiver, even though he's only the 74. He's right there with the speed with CD and Jerry Jeudy. But if we go to some of the other stats, which, on the third page we really start to see this, he still has the change of direction, still pretty decent. And then we see he's got decent jukes and things like that. Well, yeah, I mean, Judy's pretty good as well. CD does have the best jukes. Who is better? Justin Jefferson, I mean, he has better catching. That's the only thing, is he's fast, he still can juke, but he's got pretty good catch and traffic comparatively with that 83. So that's why I like him, yeah. I would probably say Justin Jefferson. Obviously it depends on who you want, what team you play with, because it won't really matter, an ultimate team or anything like that you would like, put him on whatever team. If you want to play with the Vikings, you would get Jefferson, Cowboys, CeeDee Lamb, unless you wanted to, fantasy draft or trade for them or things like that. But CD does have really good moves, so I would say CD definitely is like third, Jeudy fourth, and Rieger fifth. Just because Jalen Rieger is still good. He's decently fast. They're all usable. Like depends on what team you're actually going to want to use. I think definitely Ruggs is the most impressive just because he's got that crazy speed, in my opinion. We will see if they update people's speed or whatever when it does come time. And let's see if there's anybody else down here that has good speed. Duvernay or whatever has decent speed for the Ravens. Brandon Ayuk, or however you say that, does have 91. Chase Claypool, 92, which Chase Claypool is somebody that we definitely should keep an eye out. That may be like a big upgrade a little bit later in the year for the Steelers because, they're known to draft pretty good receivers. They have drafted Juju, Antonio, obviously, a little bit ago. And they don't always get first-round picks, and that's why their receivers are still good, which is, Chase Claypool definitely looks impressive in that sense that they took him. KJ Hamler right here, 94 for the Broncos. I will say, just from looks of it, Broncos look like they would be a pretty good team to go ahead and start a franchise with, because you're going to get 2 rookie receivers. You're going to have Melvin Gordon, Philip Lindsay, a young quarterback in Drew Lock, Noah Fant, probably one of the fastest tight ends in the game, at least last year he was. And then you could just rebuild the defense a little bit, but you're going to have a pretty good offense to start. So they're looking like a pretty good franchise team, or maybe like an online team. Things like that of that nature, but we'll have to see what the rest of the overalls look like. But this is the wide receivers. You can just go to EA's website to check them out yourself if you're like interested in maybe somebody that was like a 55 or like a, maybe let's say 68 that I didn't kind of go over. Definitely go ahead and check that out. But if you guys did like this video, drop a like on it, subscribe, and turn on the post notification bell. And as always, I will see you guys next time.